What is good, everyone out there in the digital aether? I am Solid Bones. I am joined here by the man. You know who he is. Doesn't even need an introduction, but I'll give it to him anyway. It's Zip Master Flex. Zip, how you doing, my big boy?
I'm doing good. It's nice to be back in here with you, Solid Bones. You know, I think you said it last time we casted. We had a lot of time together for a bit there, and now it's turning back into once a month, man. It's unfortunate, but it's still always great to cast with you.
My heart can't take it, but, you know, speaking of changing things up a little bit, so this month, we did actually change the bracket over to a ladder format. Well, which always leads to the big question for a lot of folks in terms of what is a ladder format. The TLDR is that you get to play as many games as you want in sort of a matchmaking queue. It's like ranked matchmaking, but just kind of in a small pool of people that are in that tournament. Play as many games as you gosh darn want until the ladder phase ends, and then we move on to the double elimination bracket. So the ladder period is actually already concluded. We have our rankings, which means we're going to be moving on. I believe it's the top 12. Is that right, Zip?
Yes.
So we're going to be moving on into the top 12 part of the bracket here in just a little bit. But people said they were really having a good time with ladder. I love ladder formats. I'm the #1 advocate for ladder formats potentially out there of all time. But I'm just stoked to watch some Street Fighter action. You know, we do have that big old nasty balance patch coming up just at the end of the month with Akuma. Man. But this is still going to be the pre-patch meta.
That balance patch, you know, right before a major tournament. It's wild out here, but... You know,
2 days.
You know what's interesting is it's looking like the consensus from my understanding. It's looking like the consensus is people want to play on the balance patch.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. There's a long discussion you could have about that for what's best competitively or what's best whatever. I think people are leaning that way because it's just more fun. And frankly, Combo Breaker's a tournament. I say this, I'm wearing a hoodie and a hat for Combo Breaker. I don't know, I may like it a little bit, but CB just kind of has more vibes that direction, and it's also not part of the Capcom World Tour this year, right? It just doesn't fall on the calendar for it. So I think there's an argument for just kind of being a wackier tournament of it being like, what the heck is this patch? What are we doing? Rather than it being, you know, the suit and tie on series business. You know what I mean?
It gives it that chance to do such, right? So you get to experiment with things because it's not part of the Pro Series, which is odd to me in itself, but this isn't the place for that conversation. But you know, so anyway, we'll get to see that. But right now, right here, these guys are going to be playing on the current balance patch, and we'll get to see them play on the new one later on. So we'll see what we got going on. We know we have a lot of our mainstay players, so a lot of the character variety is going to be the same as what we've seen a lot of the times. But since this was ladder, you know, I haven't personally looked at the bracket. Since this is ladder, we might see some other people, right? Because the qualifications for getting into the final piece of the bracket is different.
Yeah, and we do have some very interesting records, I will say. So we do have Simply Ego. I'm gonna pull up the standings right now. Hey, if there's a mothership in my ear, would you mind dropping the standings in a convenient location? That would be fantastic. But while we're getting that up, I did see Simply Ego is currently at a 5-0 record. There wasn't a minimum number of games, which does mean that the qualification for this part of the bracket just goes down to sheer record as, like, you know, wins minus losses. So if you were like 5-2, basically means you have a 3-0 record. And ties go to whoever has the most games under their belt, right? That was the general way that we're doing it. I think we are going to get some new blood in here, though, for the stream at least, in this first match. I think we're going to have some different names going on in that lower part of the bracket since the top 12 did qualify. So we're just getting that a little bit organized and on the way here. Zip, what's your pipe dream in the balance patch? What are you praying for? What do you really want to happen?
So one of the things, which is something that everybody's asking for, but I don't have a specific for it. I just want to see whatever Capcom sees fit for Drive Rush. I just want to see whatever they choose to do with it, right? So there's that specifically. And then I want to see the outside of top 10, I want to see all those characters stay exactly the same. You don't need to do anything to them. And I want to see what steps they take to lower the others to make this because people say that fighting games can't be balanced, and I've seen a lot of fighting games where you can literally pick anybody and win, and I want to see this game turn into that. So I want to see the upper echelon just lower down a little bit, and if you want to get fun with it, just give a new mechanic or something. Like, I mean, a lot of fighting games are doing that, right? So you can add a whole new mechanic to the game, which will be a whole nother balancing issue, right? But whatever, lower them down, make these other characters, the Jamies, the Manones, the Geefs, make it where they're closer to the contention, and that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. What about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do. I think there is like a bucket of things that are like good for the game on like a health level and bad for the game on a spectator slash player fun level that I'm interested to see how they're going to tackle. The biggest elephant in the room here being throw loops. I think they're important in terms of how the game functions with parry and not wanting just perfect parry in the corner to be so powerful that it blows up everything. Because already people complain about that, right? But if the answer is something that people generally kind of hate and makes them angry, like I feel like there's a way to balance this a little bit more so that people do find it more fun. I do think it's really interesting. I don't know if you saw the whole on the ground correspondence going on with the Akuma location test. But one of the big things people saw in that build that was on the floor was that you can do drive reversal on wake up now.
I saw that.
That's interesting because I think if they want to give everyone in the cast a universal answer to throw loops that isn't just an EXTP or something, and it only being -6 means you're not going to die potentially for doing it in a lot of situations. So interested to see what it kind of does to come together. But here we are. We're going to be seeing some Kimberly and some Ken. This bracket is no stranger to either of these characters. We got Christian Ken on the Kenneth Masters. They're representing nerds in the dark. as their thing there. Kenzo here on the Kim. New challenger. We got no data on this person.
All right. Well, we'll get to find out as this match goes on who we're watching and what they're representing. But in the corner, we're in some high pressure right now. This Ken is doing exactly what Ken does. The double jumps in the corner, a little bit of shim sham action. I can't believe that low four didn't reach. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Jump in. Hold up. We got these. Okay. What's the okie dokie? Over. A nice block in the EXCP after. I agree with that. Getting burnout here is a little bit scary, but he's a gamer. Oh, what a call out.
Burnout Ken dealing with Kimberly. I'm definitely worried for him. We're going to see if he decides to spend anything before this drop comes back. And no, it's here. Perfect parry. Back throw, and it'll go the way of Christian Ken.
Put it in the highlights. Clip that. Put in the album. Send it to mom. She got to know how good we did. That was great. That was really good burnout defense. Again, that EXCP, it easily could have gone the other way, right? Aside from that perfect parry on wake up. Kenzo was really running away with it.
Yeah, the perfect parry on wake up was everything. I mean, if that drive impact won't hit, then we watch Kenzo win the game, right? So, other side of the table here, we're going to the game, round number 2. And they're just going back and forth. These two are scrap-a-dapping. I like it. Spin that level 3. Kim is one of the characters in the game where you don't worry about where you end up spinning it. As long as you know it's gonna hit, you rip that thing because you want to get the buff.
Exactly, and I mean, you have a pretty long runway ahead of you potentially here. Nice stun, no reaction there from Christian Ken, just letting him run away with it. So now you're in another round, right? You can build up more meter, potentially close things out with a boosted level 1 or a level 2. Not a bad spot to be as Kenzo. That's a bad spot to be, though. Ow.
Oh, yeah, that's nice damage. Corner carry into the forward throw. Walk up. Oh, I thought he was going to go for another throw, right? You were talking about throw loops, and I thought we were about to witness one, but nice way to fight out of the corner. Baited the DP.
That's huge damage. Oh, nice. I actually love that bait. There was a really good possibility. I think Christian Ken there snap back with So Christian Ken is letting him fly. I wonder if that was supposed to be a Hadouken. Accidentally maybe did a walk forward.
You know, could have been. Could have been. But we'll never just say somebody wasn't trying to throw a DP out.
For sure.
Yeah, here goes the level 3, and this is definitely going to be enough. It should be Christian Ken up 1-0 against Kenzo.
Nice. Pretty evenly matched, I gotta say. Looking pretty good so far. I totally lost my train of thought that last game. I was about to hoot and holler and say something. Oh, you know what I was gonna say? Something we take for granted. I was watching some like Street Fighter V footage recently, and it's like I totally forgot how old Street Fighter V was. Where it's like, oh darn, they don't tell you things are punished in that game.
yeah, it doesn't say it on the screen at all. You know, to be honest, I like that it does that. It does help us as casters, and it helps the players recognize what the issues are when they watch the replays. But I don't know. For the upper echelon, the higher level play, it helps.
Oh God,
to not know exactly what's going on.
What was that pressure, the 2 overheads. That's a stun. That was such a mean burnout sequence. They did not do a jump in. Just decided to go for the stand heavy kick. Uh-oh. A little bit of execution error here, but okay, they recovered with the overhead.
Okay. So,
I do think the punish stuff is specifically very useful for like with punish scenarios and things like that, where it's a little bit more obfuscated if it was actually a punish or not. There's outside of you just blocking an unsafe move. I think there's times where it's just helpful for everyone to know, like, oh, that was actually a punish, or something was a little bit meaty.
Not mad at it at all. What was that, a with punish on the stand medium kick from Kimberly? That was definitely big damage. Corners here, double throw. We got another one. No, goes for the medium.
Trying to do the green stuff, not good enough. Oh no, the whiff punish, the whiff cancel on the burn him out with the DI. Now, I mean, if they had DI'd back, you were still dead. What a reaction! The crouch medium kick. Christian, pretty comfortable, just kind of getting in those defensive stances where they're waiting to check something from Kenzo when they're in burnout. Been more or less working out for him.
So I wanted to ask you a minute ago in that other round, have you ever seen a Kim do a double overhead? I don't think I've ever seen that in the whole life of this game.
This is the Kenzo special. Dang, that throw got baited 50 years ago. I sowed the seeds of that when your grandfather was around. That was crazy.
Yo, Kenzo getting wild with it right now. Goes into the level 3. It's going to leave a little bit of health to deal with here in the end of it. A grab will do it. Goes for a little shimmy. I like it, but nice poise from Christian Ken.
Oh, dude, speaking of poise, we're poised up. Oh, not quite enough. Not poised enough for the DS1 meta, I gotta say. That is going to be a tie ball game, 1-1 zip.
We are here 1-1 in the first game of the stream. Do we have the information? Have they played each other in the ladder at all? Maybe they're getting a little feisty out here because these guys are going at it. Maybe getting a little feisty because they've already seen each other's game plan.
That is always the funny thing, right? Where it's it can be a little tough to tell, like, if people know each other, whether it's just in that tournament or outside the tournament. Like if they have played each other enough to know each other's tendencies, and frankly, it tends to make people look like they're playing worse. But it just means that they're playing like informed, if that makes sense.
No, for sure. You are spitting nice. Side switch, got the nice combo. Jab confirming to the DP with the triple jab. We punish. Are we going to go into the level 2? Yes! Christian Ken optimizing.
For Kenzo here, in terms of how the memento has generally gone with them, they are getting into that spot where they can use that level 3. Oh, he went 2+, brother. He did not expect that to hit. And it hit him crouching, so it hit deep enough that he was still way too darn plus.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We got him a nice little confirm there. Christian Ken playing a little slower here. I think both of them slowed down a little bit. Kenzo was being a lot more aggressive. Got a nice drive rush low medium into the grab. It goes for another one. That's a punish counter. Ooh, perfect parry once again for Christian Ken. Now he's got burnt out Kimberly from Kenzo in the corner. Wake up level 3. Not gonna work. Switch that side again.
I don't know if you wanted a full send that. That was sent. I don't agree. I think you need to fish for the confirm there, right? Just doing it on wake up is one of the most binary, I win or lose kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, wake up level 3s I generally will be more okay with if it's like, if it's a situation where you have already analyzed that this guy, it meaties right here every time, it's space dependent, and they're not in a range where they could walk up and bait you with a neutral jump. Walk up, bait you with a neutral jump is the biggest threat to a wake up level 3. So
sure,
that's what the scary part was there in that situation.
But it also, it gets scuzzy just because it's a matter of like, wake up level 3 specifically is good because it will beat DI and it will beat meaties, right? But like those are really the only things that you're completely smoking with it. And if you're just trying to beat a DI, you can just beat the DI. If you just want to beat the meaty, like you can do a less committed option. You can wake up, try to perfect parry or something like that. There's other options you can do that don't say I die right now if I'm wrong. Like it's like compressing a couple of different options into one choice to try to beat multiple things, but it's just such an expensive way of doing that. Maybe that's a bit reductive for me to say, but GG's regardless there for Kenzo. That was very, very close. You were so nervous for no reason. I mean, it'd be that way. I always bring up this story on stream when people say they were nervous. Oh, hold on, I'll tell you in 1 second because we get to look at the bracket really quick, Zipmaster. Oh my goodness.
The bracket too. We got Simply Ego, Iron Knit, Desmere, Air Birdie Man, Jewel Man, Mashed Potatoes. I named those in succession because we've seen them all before, but Christian Ken, we just got eyes on him. He's not one of the LANFest mainstays, not the ones that I've seen on this mainstream when we get into our top 8 portions of the stream. And then Guy is another one that I have not. Yo, he's the guy, my guy. You know what I mean? he's getting his opportunity here to show us all what he's got on the mainstream.
I am no longer shy, but I am still a guy. I am the guy. That's really what this man is going with at this point, I gotta say. But Kenzo, what I wanted to say is, like, in terms of nerves, right? I played in a Street Fighter 3 tournament, and like I knew everybody in the darn bracket, right? Like most of them were friends of mine. Like 2 of them were like just my sparring partners that I fought all the time in it. And it was like a little local tournament I was helping run. It was for like Jazzy circuit points, but it was like the lowest stakes imaginable. And I genuinely was like borderline blacking out from how nervous I was fighting my friend, right? I did get into top 8, but like it is impossible to state like everybody has nerves for the smallest of things, right? Like it doesn't matter. You can still have like nerves go and get you. So I never am throwing shades at players for making decisions that are like curious or like anything like that. Because like, dude, when you're actually under the wire, like you don't really get to explain how you're doing what you're doing. Some of it is just going to be muscle memory because of sheer panic, if that makes sense.
No, 1,000% on that, right? And I always look at it as, I don't care if you're the greatest player in the world, and I don't care if you're a mid-level player. I don't care what you are, right? At the end of the day, you're a human behind that controller. And if you thought that it was going to work, if you thought you saw something, you were like, this is the one. Dude, that was the right decision for you. It might not have been the right decision for the game, but it was the right decision for you. I've seen people win with wake-up level 3s in Street Fighter 5. If you go back and, honestly, this is a good take. You brought up Street Fighter 5. If you go back and watch the very last Capcom Cup, there was, if I'm not mistaken, there was like 6 to 7 wake-up level 3s in that top 8. And they all hit. But
excuse me, commentator. There were no level 3s in Street Fighter 5.
Wait,
there were only supers.
Yeah, supers. I'm tripping. There was wake-up supers. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. But yeah, they were waking up with supers and they were hitting. And and every time I saw it, I was like, are you kidding me? You know, so sometimes, because here's the thing. If he hit that, what is it? This is what everybody says when Daigo plays. Oh, if Daigo wakes up DP, then he's a genius. But if I do it, then I'm stupid, right? Well, because Daigo's hits, the difference is if it hits, then they're a genius. If it doesn't, then you know what I mean? So you can't put too much judgment on people for making their own decision.
Street Fighter 5, though, was also such a game of inches where, like, if you did a wake-up super and it killed somebody, totally worth it, right? No matter what, at all costs. Street Fighter 6, did you have more resources that carry over from round to round outside of just the solitary super gauge? I think then it gets to more of an interesting, like, I don't know, do you spend? But here we go. We're going to be getting into Simply Ego versus Iron Knit. Iron Knit repping the Rashid.
I must say, before we break down this game, that's a very good call. There's definitely a lot of different nuances to the 2 games. So you're spitting with that breakdown between the 2 games, Street Fighter 5 and 6.
No.
But we are talking about 6 right now. That boy Jonathan Pizzle utilizing Street Fighter 6 drive rush into the grab. He has one of the cleanest drive rushes in the game.
That was crazy. I cannot believe Iron Knit managed to find his way in there, burned out. I thought he was dead. That's...
Eagle Spike is not gonna save you there, buddy.
Bro, you know things are bad if you have like the basketball score counter, the one where you have to flip the numbers over on like the little paddles, and you gotta flip both digits to explain how minus you are. That's how you know a move is gonna get you pretty killed.
Hilarious. Oh, right now we're watching Iron Knit. Iron Knit, I've seen him in a few different online tournaments. It's great to see players really just constantly wanting to see what they've got in these tournaments. He's gonna set up with the level 2. Overhead.
And we build and meet it.
Ego. that
Oh,
thing at him. Okay.
Yeah, I think Simply Ego had a bit of a brain fart there. The tornado's totally eating the boy. Like, he ain't going nowhere.
Oh, that was definitely good recognition from Iron Knit. And a little bit of brain lapse from Simply Ego, but he still has the lead. Dealing with the pressure, tried to drive impact through, but it was multiple hitting. Still not enough yet. What's the option? Good tag.
Yeah, great tag. Level 2. This is going to be bad.
Oh.
Local man fears nothing. He just ran at him. That was so funny.
Yeah, he tried it. He tried to make something happen. You know what I mean? You know, I never thought about this. If he tried to just raw Eagle Spike as soon as he saw the level 2 start raw like that without block stun, you think he could get over the first ghost?
I think the problem is JP's going to block it, and he's minus 785.
You know what? Touche.
Like, in that instance, he actually ran fast enough that the ghost didn't hit him.
Right,
Like, he was through. But the problem is then Simply Ego kind of panicked and blocked. Also, Mothership, can we go in on a spectate here to the Simply Ego Iron Knit set? There has been a character change. There is now a jury on the screen.
Tapping in, asking for spectate.
Tapping in to the mainframe. Please hold. Uh-oh. It broke the darn thing. What'd you do?
Yo!
Wait, it looks like it's still open. I think we just tabbed out, maybe.
We're here. We're going to get to gameplay here in a moment.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay, here we go. And we got the jammies on the jury. Nice.
Yes. Yeah. Now, Jury JP can definitely be a little bit more of an interesting matchup. I think having like the threat of the advancing +5 mid, the don't show this to a boomer player, they'll cry, normal, like can be pretty darn good to just force space against him. Wake up EXTP, okay. We going a little aggro here.
I'm a boomer and I already cried about it, bro. So, you know what I mean? I've seen it multiple times. I'm
like,
already
I'm not
understanding. What a perfect parry. I like it.
Ooh, love the setup. Stick him up. You got to remember that Amnesia does not work against projectiles. So I think that actually just ate the 2 bars from Ego. I think they did do Wake Up OD Amnesia and just died for it.
Being the only thing. What a chip out. What a chip out. I see you, Iron Knit. You know, honestly, watching this jury, it makes me wonder why he didn't just go with the jury to begin with. But yeah, you watch Jury do that nice little setup, and that's the only thing that Amnesia doesn't work on is projectile. So you definitely want to utilize that a lot against JP.
And it was a cool setup, right? Because I feel like it's actually, you see Jury's pretty underutilized light cartwheel in general, but it being used in that sequence is like the specific JP killer sequence.
Yeah.
Because it guarantees the meaty fireball. Oh, heavens to see. Are you dead?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
I'm
That
pretty
was
sure
a
you're
jump
dead.
starter, no
Yeah,
lights in the
here.
combo. Yeah, he's dead. Splat.
Mamma mia. Yeah, that was just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Well played, Iron Knight here. Going in. Looking definitely a little bit more comfortable with the Jury.
Looking way more comfortable. I mean, it makes me question why you go with the Rashid to start, but I mean, dog, look. This is a ladder style tournament, and we're all here to have fun, right? There's prizes on the line, but at the same time, you know, you gotta
We're
check
allowed
out
to
the
have
other characters.
fun.
Yeah, you gotta have funsies. Funsies and footsies. I'm gonna start a tournament called Funsies and Footsies.
I was gonna say, yeah. Trying to. Oh my God, the backdash there, trying to definitely bait out the Amnesia. Air to air.
Oh man,
this
Simply
footsies.
Ego is scrambling and gambling. He
Reaction.
is able to react with the drive impact right there.
I love that micro spacing. I love that micro spacing there from mid. It didn't work out, but you saw him dash up and actually just back up a little to force the stand heavy punch with. That was really well informed. Level 2 here, gonna easily be able to get out this kill. You know he's not gonna be able to do that off jabs no more.
I like it. I 1000% like it. There's a lot of those changes I like. Oh man. A little knockdown off the perfect parry. Ooh, tick throw into the command grab. To this day, why does he have it? Do you agree? Like, isn't that just like a little overkill? Like, why does he have it? It's not like it's broken that he has it, but just Why? Why did you give it to me?
Zip, I'm not gonna lie to you. I completely didn't hear what you said because I just realized that mouse in the middle of the screen is not mine.
I did the same thing a moment ago. I moved my mouse. I was like, oh, that's not me.
Wait, huge hit. Huge hit. This is actually like guess for game scenario. No!
The guess for game was correct. The jump over from Simply Ego. Getting him the double runes. You know, back in the day when we used to be like, dang, I can't believe that looks so real. The zippers on Juri's hoodie, on her jammies, that actually looked real. Like, I looked like I could zip that up.
Wait, why did you say like back in the day?
Dude, back in the day, like PlayStation 1, do you not remember back then those terrible graphics we would say that looks so real?
Okay, now I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You said the statement back in the day, Juri's zip hoodie looks so real. I was like, it just came out. What the hell are you talking about? Dude, I remember that. I must have been in high school. Like, oh my God. Yeah, no. I hear what you're saying. It's so funny going back to any sort of like earlier CGI or just any sort of video game graphics and being like, we thought this was it, dog. We thought we were so in. Like, honestly, even going back playing like the original Gears of War or looking at it, it's like, ooh, this is a lot crustier than I remember. And I remember at the time being like, this is the most real shit that's ever been rendered on my television.
Dude, look, like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't understand what our brains were receiving at that time. I still remember playing the first NBA 2K. The first NBA 2K on PlayStation 1. My dad walked in the living room, beer in hand, and he looked at the screen and he was like, who playing? Like, it's a burned in memory. And that game looks disgusting. Like, there's no way that you think that's real. But he did.
Okay. You know what's something though that a lot of people forget about is you got to remember that I'm sure that back in that day you had a CRT that it was on, and CRTs make those old things look very different. It really like it obfuscates it a bit so that you don't really notice like the little bit of like, dude. Okay, actually, not too long ago, I just started watching Avatar: The Airbender for the first time, and we're watching the DVD versions that my friend actually has, and watching them blown up on a huge TV. It's like, oh, there's a little bit of scuzziness, but you wouldn't have been able to notice before because you were watching it on an old plasma or CRT. It definitely makes old games look a lot different if you like use it with like CRT filters versus non-CRT filters and stuff. So I'm gonna give your dad the out. Also, beer bottle in hand. I'm asking who's playing for sure. I think next up, we may be getting Desnir and Air Birdie Man potentially. This is looking like this is maybe going to be the next match we get. I don't know if we're going to be playing any of the winter side matches off stream or not. I'm not sure.
I don't think so, to be honest. But you know, that's for us to find out, ain't it? That's for us to find out.
That's what that's what I love being about a commentator. I'm still thinking about Guy. That is such a good name.
Your bar about Shy Guy and Guy was amazing. Oh, he's a geef.
He's in. Guy the geef guy.
Guy the geef guy. Guy the geef guy.
Guy. Yeah, so this is Mashed Potatoes, who needs no introduction. Mashed Potatoes has been in these tournaments for a million times. The modern Ken menace. Guy on the Geeferton. I gotta say, 1671 is pretty darn good MR, especially for, a Geef player, someone that a lot of people say is a little bit on the weaker side of the spectrum, but I gotta say, Mashed Potatoes is showing why every week they're in the top 1 contention.
Well, I mean, definitely, we want to talk about their MR. Both of these guys, first off, we already know about Mashed Potatoes. Mashed Potatoes is an absolute monster. But when we look at the difference here, 1707 and then 1671, this is after the reset, right? Like, that means that they're really putting in that work. So, for sure, being a geef at this position is great. But this matchup is just tough to deal with, especially modern.
Wow.
With these type of confirms. These type of inputs, you can't jump. Like, sneaky jumps are like a huge piece of Geef's gameplay. Sneaky jumps. Remember that word, sneaky, in front of that. And then you get all these things taken away from you that you can't do as the character. This is. There's the sneaky jump.
Okay, he's sneaking in. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's gonna hurt a whole lot. Mamma mia. I was gonna say the it's kind of hard to be sneaky on a modern. It's like they are like the spotlight. They're the prison spotlight looking at you. The perfect straight back from Guy.
That was a round, brother. To be honest, first game, Mashed Potatoes made it look like he didn't know how to play the game. And then that round right there, he steamrolled him. No whiff punish from Mashed Potatoes on that. Oh, running bear grab. Let me get them legs.
Okay. This time they do get the EXDP out. Stepping on the beach. Oh, I thought that was going to be a whiff punish situation. That was scary. Wow, stopping the jump short with the instant air SPD.
That was awesome. I like it. That's a smooth way to try to bait a modern player, right? Like, they're thinking the jump arc's coming through, and you try to do something like that, it'll work out. He's doing a good job scrapping right now, but Mashed Potatoes is being very active in the nooch. Level 2, was it late? Yeah, he got it.
Oh, boom. Yeah, no, I mean, that was such a fast reaction. You saw him pumping.
Mm-hmm.
Great tech, and now Mashed Potatoes is kind of regretting that decision. They did the old 3-bar gambit. He didn't do nothing. Oh, heavens and Betsy, are you dead? Yeah,
he gets the air, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, all he had to do was the instant air SPD. It worked. I like it.
Dude, a quick 1-1 from the Guy.
Guy showing he's that guy.
Dude, I've been repping the Guy gang since, gosh, I don't even remember. Getting the throw here, the punish counter. Ow.
Oh, wow. You just ripped the light SPD after the fireball. I'm not even mad at you, my boy. Oh, he tried to get over the top. Honestly, if he didn't press body splash, his hurt box wouldn't have popped up over on the other side. So he would have got over clean. Nice drive reversal. Ooh, snapper room skis, burnt out cannon. Get on that wall, boy.
Well, he's like, what do I do? Whoa, that was a trillion IQ. Dude, Guy has got a PhD in being a guy. I cannot believe that. That was so smart. Because the reason he stuttered so long to do his combo is he's like, wait, I'm burned out. What do I actually do to try to kill this guy? And going for the mid-combo reset, knowing he'd probably just be mashing DP, that was so informed.
Yeah, that was very good. And I love that your breakdown on that. You're correct. He wouldn't have had the tools to close that combo. He was going to put him on a pixel. And that little bait there was worth it. But, man, Mashed Potatoes in round number 2 here is on his keys. He's got a lot of damage in, but a good jump in is really good from Guy right now. Anti-air.
Not safe enough. Did not have the seatbelt on.
Definitely turned into the crash test dummy. Safe jump right there, though.
That was the safest jump. I've had double check that belt that time.
Yes, sir. Oh! Slamma jamma.
Wow, that is so rare that you actually see that keep through.
That's
gonna work.
Yes!
It's gonna work. It's good. It's good. Jackhammer. Or the fans back home. Guy is gonna be moving on with Geef over Mashed Potatoes. Well played.
Very well played. He adapted to the scrambles. His pressure was on point. His safe jumps were there. He did everything he needed to do. I mean, the only complaint I had was that jump over into the body splash. That was the only thing I was really like, man, you had it. I thought he was going to lose that game. That's why I brought that up. But other than that, he was on point. That was beautiful.
There was also the scary moment of he did I think it's the 4th commandment of playing Geef, that thou shalt never level 2 on wake up, because that ish is like 18 frame startup. That is always a scary decision to make, because like realistically, even if they do like a dry rush fast medium, they might still block. Like you cannot be sure that it's still gonna work. They get punished for that. But I feel like there's like this learning curve of playing Geeferton, where it's like, oh, dude, I do level 3 because it's funny and it does the big damage. And then, like, at a certain point, you're like, I just level 2 like 3 times each game. I mean, it's what I got. That being said, folks, that was a little hot and heavy, so we're going to let y'all take 5 minutes here to go catch your breath, grab a quick glass of water. We will be right back here at LANFest FGC for some more Street Fighter 6 ladder action. Don't go nowhere.
There's 2 at the door, 1 window.
Okay, flashing. Got the 1 at the window.
Alright, got the 2 at the door, running through in 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Nice! Let's go!
Nice. Dancing in
Everybody's
Everybody.
Don't let latency ruin a good moment.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Sonics, the low latency voice chat gamers deserve.
Welcome to a world where you are not constrained by time nor space, not forced to play by the rules. Things are different. You have the speed to be anywhere or everywhere, the power to create worlds at a whim, the presence to capture the attention of masses with a single post. You will discover the curious, the enthralling, the strange, the wonderful, and find no boundaries save for those set by your own imagination. Get unrivaled performance for everything you do with the fastest chip we've ever built, the 13th gen Intel Core processors. Welcome to a world that you define. How wonderful is that?
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming. Come join LANFest.
are back in the building at LandFest FGC. Thank you guys for coming through and kicking it with us. Thank you for biding with us for the little break. I hope you got you a little snack in, a little bit of drinkage, you know what I mean? A little bit of water, and maybe a brewski, maybe one of the LandFest sponsored brewskis, if you will, you know. But I'm your boy Zipmaster Flex, and I'm back here with Solid Bones, and we're gonna get into the rest of this ladder dedicated top. What we started at top 12. As we break this down, we're gonna take a look here. We got Simply Ego versus Desnier, and Jewel Man versus Guy Guy.
Look at that. Jewel Man did indeed take the W over Christian Ken. Christian Ken is going to be dropping down to the loser's side. And as we saw just on stream before, Guy Guy did take the W over Mashed Potatoes. Desnier took the W over Air, Birdie Mans. So we do have our top 4 decided here on the winner's side. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to see this, right? So what do you call... Oh, yeah, I remember now. Jewel Man versus Guy Guy is going to be Honda versus Geef. And you like to call that the Battle of the Beef. Am I correct?
You would be correct in that assumption. We are going to watch 2 slabs of steak slamming against each other. It's just going to be what it is. It's also pretty funny that, you know, we've got Man versus Guy Guy. They're great names. I imagine we're going to be seeing Simply Ego versus Dez here first, but yeah, we will be getting into the Battle of the Beef. You know, E-Honda do be having that command guy. I heard, you know, word on the ground, word on the street is that E-Honda did take a couple of L's in that patch on the build and the Akuma thing, which is so funny to me. They got to put this character in the workshop. They got to sand him down a little. He's looking a little, that man's looking like an NBA 2K PS1 model. We got to get that guy into 2024. You know what I'm saying?
That man, okay, look. So in Street Fighter 5 and in 6, whenever he was released, I was always like, or whenever they would be like, hey, he's one of the characters, I was always like, who looks at the character roster and picks Honda anyway? Like, I just don't even get it. I'm not a Honda fan. I just don't understand how that's who you pick when you go look at the roster. But at the same time, I don't want any character not represented if you are part of the roster. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, in season 2, if they're not doing some of the changes we were talking about earlier, if they're not really fine-tuning the game, the changes they did to him, we will never see him on stream again. He's done.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the direction that... Oh, never mind. Shut up. It's an Ed. We've got a Mr. Ed. We've got Simply Ego here on the Edworth, who did recently get a major W, right? One Texas Showdown, piloted by one Brian F. But Desnier on the all-reliable Kimberly. I've joined it. I just realized they're in the FGC Dads organization.
Oh, I love it. Desnier. You know, Desnier, the first time I casted him, Desnier, right? The first time I casted Desnier, I wasn't particularly criticizing him. I was just saying there was some damage left on the table. And he was letting me have it in the chat. But you know what? We found our rekindling here. We're both fathers and we play fighting games. I like it.
Rekindling here. You know, you always gotta let us commentators have it. It'll go straight to our head if you let us run around saying all that ish we spit. This should be dead if they spend level 2, but there's an argument for them not to. Yeah, they're gonna let it rock and they just get the meaty jab finding their way. Ed still a little bit susceptible to those meaty jabs, so that was well played there from Des.
Yeah, he has a good wake up. It's actually really good, but he's definitely able to be baited, able to be shut down. And right now, he is getting clowned and pushed to the corner. Desnier locking it down. Whoa, what a check. Simply Ego. So I like to shout out Landfest on the Defend the North channel a lot every time I'm casting that one. And so I would definitely give them a shout out. A lot of the players that play in this tournament are repeats over there, and Simply Ego is one of those. And he has very good runs in that tournament. But Desnier's not there. Desnier is controlling this match right now. The lockdown is ridiculous. Level 3 to clean it up and close it out.
Level 3 for thee. Will you be switching to JP? What will it be? On Landfest FGC. Okay, I'm done. No, we're sticking with the Ed. We're going to be sticking into it going into the next one.
Yeah, he's going to stick with the Ed. I'm not mad at it. You know, his Ed is really good. I think he just didn't get the opportunity to play right there. Defense floundered a little bit, but and now he's got the back throw boom. Ooh, the Shim Sham. I like it. More like a little walk
stand
back,
meeting
not really
kick.
a Shim Sham.
Calling a stand meeting kick a shimmy button is, I feel like, a little derogatory almost. It's like that thing hits mid-screen. I don't know if it
Yeah.
counts anymore.
I'm with it. Ooh, that was a shimmy.
Nice. That was a shimmy dimmy. That one when you all agree with. Pressuring in the corner here. Ooh. Ooh. Sir, you forgot your paper. The scoop's at 11.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
level 2 here. Gonna
you're
cash
done,
out. Get the W. Boom.
Yep, that's Rapperoonie. I like that, man. I like to use that, but I only ever reference read all about it. You know what I mean? We got the
I
corner.
was trying to think of the way. I was like, can I reference Paperboy for the Nintendo? And I'm like, no, this is what am I just gonna go? You know, you get it? I don't know. Anyway, so Simply
not
Ego
have got
did manage
that.
to take the one there. Wouldn't have gotten that. That's why you're not a real Paperboy fan. You've been ostracized from the Paperboy community.
Oh, my heart. My heart.
I like the fake there, right? Because Kim has a lot of anti-fireball tools. So just mostly sticking to the fake fireball to try to bait something out of Desnier, who is a pretty reactive player, I think is a good play.
For sure. Ooh. Tapping him up. A little backdash cancel. Didn't really get too much off of it, but I like the representation.
Man, that is such a good button. The fact that button can anti-air is kind of crazy.
It's amazing. But if anything, I would definitely say he needs it, for sure.
Counter hit out the with the anti-air attempt on that spray can. I wonder if they tried to hit jab and they were just a frame late. Simply Ego is now on their last legs. They're kind of on guess for games. Great tech. Do you level 2 just to try to force something to happen here? Gets clipped by the crouching medium kick. We're going to be going down to potentially a final round here if Desnier can close it out.
I would have been okay with the level 2 expenditure if he decided to do such, but it's okay to lose that round and keep his level 3. It's, I feel like he's still in a good place. So either way, the decision was good, but my goodness, the defense is not hitting right now. Ooh, caught a little bit more bombs. Ugh,
Nice.
Party time into more party time. Definitely dancing on him in the skies, on the ground. Perfect parry, turn it around. Let's see if he can get something to happen here.
That was really, really well played there from Dez. That block is going to give him the world. Simply Ego is burned out on a pick.
Nope, baited. Yep, just a little.
Yeah,
crouch
I
jab.
mean,
He baited him.
you had to, right? Like, you had to do that.
Yeah, not mad at the decision at all, but we could tell on that Desnier was just aware. That was what that comes down to. It was the best play for him, but Desnier was like shutting that down, my boy. And we're going into the next round. He's moving forwards into, what's that, winners finals, right?
I do believe that's going to be winners finals. I wonder if Wake Up Level 2 in those situations is actually a Galaxy Brain play, because it's not invul at all, but if they try to hard beta Level 3, I don't think they can react post-flash to Level 2 unless they're blocking it. Like, they're going to be forced to hold it, right? So the do you just get pressure for free? They don't do anything there. As silly as that sounds.
No. Well, because my take on that is like I like what you're saying, but it's more so if they tried to frame kill with the jab. I feel like that was a meaty jab. So if he tried to level 2, he would have got hit by the jab, right?
Oh, is Ed's level 3 that slow?
You can literally.
I thought
bait
it was a
that.
fake.
Yeah, you can straight bait that thing.
Never mind, you be up the river, my boy. I greatly apologize.
Yeah, so it's one of those type of situations where you throw the jab and you wait. You throw it a little early where it can look like a frame kill, but the very last frame of it would tap him on block, and that way you'll be safe, right? It's not like you could just straight up throw the jab and be okay. But anyway, I digress. We got Guy back in the building.
Wait, hold on. You're trying to digress. Hold on. Let me gress for a second. I am curious about the.
Oh yeah, let's get it. Let's talk about it.
Wait, I'm curious about the frame data of Ed's level 3. I actually do not know. How slow is it? It's 10 frame startup? Yeah, that does indeed make it baitable. You are right. I was wondering how slow it was.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, baitable. So that's where it gets, that's what I was talking about. It gets sticky. Well, I guess, he was in burnout, right? Because I was going to say, then you get into the layers of where the reversal can come out, but you could jab bait the reversal too, right? So, I don't know.
Yeah, jab baiting on Ed just kind of seems like a good idea, not doing it.
Yeah, that's shut down for him.
Guy
Which is
guy.
hence why I said he needs those cancels. He needs his
True.
range on his buttons like that, because those are the things he excels at. If he's going to be able to get baited, he's not a good wake up character. Hey, look, he needs some tools out there. It's interesting enough. When I first saw him, I thought he was going to be like a really, really good character, and he's okay. He's okay.
Look, the man won Texas Showdown. What do you want?
That's
Ain't that your
is
state?
ridiculous.
You're gonna discredit your whole major just for that?
Brian F is just like that. And here you
True.
are, Battle of the Beef, aka I call that pause.
What a whiff on the, I believe that was heavy kick.
Yeah, that was
just
drop
completely
rush
going over Guy's head. The whiff punish with the back throw was so funny.
All right.
Fading it out. Nice.
Duffed, my boy.
Honda can kind of get it garbled a little bit, right? Because he has to rely on his wake up level 1 a lot because his reversal is throwable. So it leads to weird situations where like Honda's defense is not nearly as good on Geef specifically against a lot of other characters.
You know, and what we talked about earlier, the changes that are happening to Honda. I always thought this matchup is 5-5, which I mean I feel like that's an easy sentiment to say, but
As soon as I said that, he got scooped out of EX headbutt there. Life sucks.
Yep,
And now
and
he's
then he
resorting
woke
to the
up,
level
right?
1. Yep.
So you're on
I'm
point.
telling you.
You're on point, right? But with those changes that make it where it's the neutral's a little harder for Geef, now those tools are taken away where nice delay on the lariat. But those changes, I feel like Geef might end up beating Honda next season.
He easily could. If the patch is like rocking the way people think it is. Nice close out there from Jewel Man. By the way, that EX lariat was so impressive because it was well delayed, but you can't delay it too much.
Right.
You'll get hit. It was like perfectly timed to beat that.
Yeah, it was absolute perfection. As a Geef player, it is very hard to do such. You do that just a little bit early, you're still facing the wrong way, you get clapped. And if you do it a little bit late, then like you said, he's going to be able to hit the ground, block, and you're still going to get clapped.
Yeah, I'd give that an upvote. I'd give that a +1 on our Street Fighter. Yeah, I'd give you my gold.
And I give this a yo, and he's got corner with a little bit of burnout. What?
Oh!
Wake up Snatcheroonie on the button, the late meaty?
Wait, this is actually mad scary for Jewel. No!
Oh, he gets it. Nice. That was scary. I was with you. I thought it was going to turn around on him, man, but he was able to close that out. Nice confirmation on the sumo slammage.
That easily could have just been CA. Like, that easily at any time there could have been CA, and that's what made that extra scary.
Mm-hmm.
So Jewel Man now up the 1.
Got it. He's got corner. He's looking nice and solid right now. Ooh, jab into the sweep. Into the SP Dizzle. Shim Sham into get neutral jumped on. One of the best neutral jumps in the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. That dude, Honda with that movable, that button right there. That movable jump heavy punch is just so good. Lets the whole thing rip, but he gets jumped over on. It's an opportunity here.
Reset into the stun. What was that? What was that? Why did we do that? No, you gotta reset. That was okay. That was spaghetti, but it kind of turned out all right.
It was spaghetti, but his arms weren't heavy. You know what I mean? His knees weren't weak. He was ready to go.
It's a classic mistake, classic blunder that he managed to avoid there.
Oh, I like it. Drive rush into nothing. A little bit of bait, but man, drive impact. Jewel Man.
All right, Zip. I got the Zangief patch note for you. You ready?
I feel like he should have spent the level 3 right there. Are you with me on that?
Yeah, easily could have, right? Would have led to potentially a burnout situation. Jewel Man just hands it right back. That lariat was unhinged. This is also unhinged. Level 2, hit me with the jackhammer. Give it to me.
Jackhammer.
It is. 1-1. Zip, I got the Zangief patch note for you.
What you got?
You ready? You can now control Geef during his level 1.
Wait. Are you lying or are you serious?
No, I'm joking entirely. This is not a real patch note. But imagine you do it and it's like Blanca's level 2. Like you just get to go just move around. and he'll grab you if he comes in contact with you. I think we can make this work. Jewelman going to put himself in burnout here, but I mean, you've got such a cozy life lead, and Honda's a bit of a chunky boy. He's just going to wall up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you can't absorb that, man. Even the jump light kick did enough damage to kill him. Oh, bro.
Yeah, there was no way he was getting through anything with that armor. It's unfortunate. I think he was just trying to do it in neutral, didn't recognize the jump. He already had it in his mind to do the heavy punch, but either way. It's been a solid game for both of them. Jewelman squeaked away with that. Oh no, wait, what am I talking about? I got it. But Jewelman got him, got the round here. He's up a little bit.
Yeah. You doubting the
pretty fair
guy
in the
gang.
corner. Oh, baited, but doesn't do anything.
Ow, right in the toes. Hate it when that happens. They keep finding themselves in air-to-air spots like that, and Guy is just not ready for the air-to-air. Nice. Scoopage. Gotta be careful of CA here, potentially. Yeah, I don't think he could have done anything either. That was going to be plus $1 million.
The ship, yes! Oh my goodness, Jewelman staying alive. Oh.
This guy, Jewelman. You know why they call him Jewelman? It's because he's tough as diamonds. The man does not crack even under pressure because he's been under pressure for tens of millions of years. Jewelman there is going to be taking the W 2-1. Going to be moving on here. Guy. So if you're part of the Guy fan club, they're going to be dropping down to the losers side of yonder bracket, which does mean that we are going to be seeing some intense Geef action on that loser side, which is, dude, a loser side Geef kind of hits different. I feel like that is never the matchup you want to go up against, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, and these guys are definitely better than me because for me, if you fought a loser side with Geef, I always just be like, it's over. I'm dead.
It's so over, man.
I have no cushion anymore. I'm playing bottom 3 and I can't get out of here. I'm stuck. But
that's because you're a guy. That's because you're not a guy. You understand?
Exactly. I'm just a guy. I'm not guy. You know what I mean? I don't speak Guyanese. You know what I mean? I feel like he's gonna be all right down there.
What were you gonna say? Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, that was it. I don't speak Guyanese. He'll be all right down there. That's it.
Thought I interrupted a thought with my total nonsense there. But thank you all again for watching. Hope you all are doing good. This is, as always, our Street Fighter 6 LANFest tournament. We have switched it over to a ladder format. And I do want to also say, just while we're waiting for the next match to get up here, players do win wonderful little prizes for playing in tonight's tournament. We've got a total of 6 prizes to give out to the gamers. We've got an Intel processor. It's an i5. Ooh. We've got a Seasonic power supply. We've got an Adata external 512 gigabyte SSD, glorious keyboard, a glorious mouse, as well as an Xbox PDP controller. We'll be giving those out to the people who place big old top 6. And okay, so just in, folks, we are going to be going to a quick 5-minute break here while we're getting the next matches going, just because we need to wait for some matches to catch up on the backside here. So we are going to be cutting to a quick 5-minute break. After that, it's going to be match after match after match. So this is going to be another opportunity to get up, get yourself some Sync Out the Mayo Flare. We'll be back in 5.
There's 2 at the door, 1 window.
Okay, flashing. Got the one at the window.
Alright, got the 2 at the door, running through in 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Nice! Let's go!
Ooh, dancing in
Everybody,
the moonlight.
Don't let latency ruin a good moment.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Sonics, the low latency voice chat gamers deserve.
Welcome to a world where you are not constrained by time nor space, not forced to play by the rules. Things are different. You have the speed to be anywhere or everywhere, the power to create worlds at a whim, the presence to capture the attention of masses with a single post. You will discover the curious, the enthralling, the strange, the wonderful, and find no boundaries save for those set by your own imagination. Get unrivaled performance for everything you do with the fastest chip we've ever built. The 13th gen Intel Core processors. Welcome to a world that you define. How wonderful is that?
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming. Come join LANFest.
Chat, welcome back to the LANFest FGC Street Fighter 6 tournament. It is ladder style format, and I am joined here by Zip Master Fleck. Zip, you know what I love more than anything?
What is that?
I love people who win. And you know what the second thing I love is more than anything?
What is that?
Finals of tournaments. That being said, we're moving into winners finals, the greatest tournament match in maybe my entire life. We're going to be moving in. It's going to be first to 3 in tonight's bracket. So for those of you who are just joining in, the way this works is there is a ladder. I thought I was going to say giveaways. I also love giveaways. I'm a big fan of free things. I'm not going to lie to you, but no, I'm sorry. You got to, Jewel Man, you know how this works. You got to place top 6. You've done this enough time. I'm pretty sure you've built a car out of the things you've gotten from LANFest. Like, I'm 99% sure you won a hubcap last week, and then, this week you're just trying to get the windshield wipers. So we're going to be moving into winners finals next. It's going to be Desnier against Jewelman. Definitely a battle for the ages. This is going to be some Kimberly Honda action. Weird matchup. Jewelman, while we're going into this, I'd be interested to hear your quick 2-second thoughts on the Kim Honda matchup. I feel like it's weird because it technically is two lower powered characters, but I feel like Kim can be sort of a nightmare for Honda. But then as I say that, it's like I feel like EX Headbutt kind of crunks some kid options at the same time. It is even until someone goes in the corner. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like unstoppable force versus unstoppable force in some ways almost. He's a big guy. He does big damage. Kimberly doesn't like that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to think neutral wise. It's not like she contains him. It's not like she controls him. And then when she wants to get freakadelic in the corner, he can shut that down at any point. I don't know. There's a lot of gappable stuff. It's not everything she does isn't true when she's really mixing you. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that would place the matchup, but yeah, I'm looking at the areas where Kim doesn't just get to be Kim. And I don't know.
What's funny is even if I was to, Diaphone lives in the same state as me, even if I was to walk up to Diaphone's house and say, Lord Diaphone, what are your thoughts on the Kimberly Honda matchup? I don't know if it's something he's extensively played. It's just Honda himself is a pretty rare character if you're talking in tournaments and such. So I don't know if it's something that's it's one of those I'm going to call it a forbidden matchup. It's a matchup that is something that so few people have that much institutional knowledge about that every tournament where it comes up, unless it's your weekly has literally Desnier and Jewelman constantly fighting each other, it's probably something you have not formed any concrete opinions about.
Yeah. No, you're 100% on point with that. I'm thinking about it. I can't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm excited if that's what we're gonna get to watch. Right, we'll see. But I don't know.
I do believe it is what we're going to be watching here next. Whoa, we're cutting to something. Whoa, it's the lobby. You have all been crunked. We are in the lobby now. I see Jewelman is already there waiting. Oh, I forgot. Desnier had to go he had to go do some old man stuff. I believe they said that earlier. I don't know if that's going to change how we're doing. Run one more set. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm... Try again later. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hold on. Let me scream at the powers that be.
We're taking a look. A look.
Dez said, man is doing 90 on the freeway. Yeah, Dez was like, I gotta go do some old man stuff. You understand. You know how it is down here. So he said he was going to try to be back in time for finals. But if we could hop over to another match, that could potentially be useful. What's up?
I gotta ask.
What?
Why are we calling taking your girlfriend to work old man stuff? You could be 17, 18, take your girlfriend to work.
No, I mean, you're totally right. I was just, look, you're the one who said what the man was actually doing. I was trying to put up a cloud of general, it's a smoke bomb. It's if a player tells me, hey, man, I'm so sorry. I ate way too many Wendy's cheeseburgers, and it's going to take me 2 minutes. I'm going to say, guys, you don't understand. Daigo is busy. He's busy with the press. I'll cover for the mans. You know what I'm saying? I'll get it done.
I would agree with you if he didn't type it in Twitch chat. If he said it in Discord, I'd vouch for him. I try to cover it up.
Discord.
Huh? No, he said it in the stream chat. I promise you.
Oh, shoot, he did. Oh, no. We're not covering for him anymore.
That's what I'm saying. No, stream chat, I'm not covering for you anymore. If you're saying it in Discord, I'm going to cover for you. You say it in the stream chat, it's open game, dog. I'm talking about it on stream.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah, I thought it was in Discord. Yeah, the guy had to take his girlfriend to work. He's busy. He got to come back. Whatchamacallit? That always makes me remember just back in when I used to run my locals in Jersey, the number one reason why somebody would not be on time for their match is because they had gone to Wawa. It was the number one reason was either they went to Wawa or Wendy's, and they just happened to not be there in that moment. And it would always be like they didn't think they'd have to play for a bit, and then like a friend of theirs was like, "Bro, I'm trying to get it gobbled. You know what I'm saying?" And then everybody would go to Wawa, and then you'd be like, "God dang it, where's Daigo?" So we had to kind of like we'd monitor the door, and then if we saw like 5 goons like leave, and we'd be like, "Are any of you still in pools? Please don't go to Wawa."
Right. Gotta check on that. Oh my goodness. You know, with the Wawa discourse, while we're waiting on our next game, I gotta ask you.
What?
Okay, so I got my first CEO. I'm a Texas boy. We don't have Wawa. My first CEO was 2017. Wait, 16? I think it was in 2016. But I heard all this FGC lore about, you know what? Hold on. Let's do the bracket first. Simply Ego versus Iron Knit is what we're going to end up doing next, guys. So since we have to wait on Desnier. Okay, so we're going to do Simply Ego versus Iron Knit. So now we have the bracket breakdown. Now, I saw all this FGC lore about Wawa. Go to CEO. Gotta go to Wawa. Blah, 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 blah. Dog, it was really good, but don't get me wrong. I liked it. But what are they tripping on? It's just a sandwich.
Okay, you have to understand, that's where it gets weird. It's not a destination spot. It's just hella convenient, and it's like, it's better than you would think it was for being like a gas station, basically, right? Like, you get to roll up, you drop like your $8, you either get a big ass sandwich or you get some like mashed potatoes and some chicken tendies, and you're good. And like, you go back to whatever you were doing. In that capacity is good. I am a Wawa enjoyer.
It got me with that. Yes.
It got me through college. But like,
amazing. Yes.
No, I mean, that's always the weird stuff. You know, I'm gonna shit talk everybody in the FGC simultaneously. You're telling people to hit up fast food joints when they go to whatever location you are. What the hell are you doing?
Right? That's what I was on. I'm thinking Wawa go crazy, but right now going crazy Simply Ego. He's already sending them full screen, but my goodness,
unnecessary roughness. He didn't even know what to do. He was like, I accidentally just made this man minus 58. What did I do?
Hard way to figure out in the moment. He doesn't get anything going. He's gonna get a little juggle here off the amnesia orbs.
Mm-hmm. Capcom, though, they took a little off the top there. That would have done way more damage.
Man, that thing would have slapped. He probably would have been in guess for game, honestly.
Ow. Speaking of game,
that was a nice
one.
confirm to level 1.
I like that. That was actually a weird confirm. Like, that was like that was not a cookie cutter combo. That was a sign that this is a man who's played JP a whole lot, and he was like, oh wait, I have a level 1.
Oh yeah, I have a level 1. You know, outside of Luke, am I tripping? Like, I feel like his level 1 gets utilized almost as much. Once they're scared of using amnesia, like they're letting that thing rip.
Yeah, no, I mean, level 1 is let rip, but like using it in a weird combo route like that, I think takes awareness. That wasn't like, there's a basic combo to go into there that probably would have killed potentially, but doing it with so few resources as just dash up, stand heavy punch level 1. That's what I just mean is like, that's weird. Like, that's not something you would do day 1 with this character.
Nah. Oh, 1000%. You are definitely spitting right there. Ooh. Corner time for Iron Knit. He's got the burnout, drive impact, splat at that. Full combo. Wait, whoa. Okay.
Did you not remember that he has an ascension?
Yeah, I forgot that the extra portion was going to happen. And I was like, did he just let him live for the free ski?
The, whatchamacallit. Yeah, when he does like the heavy spin with the tornado, it leaves behind the cyclone, so he gets to follow up on the EXCP. Because it's the enhanced version.
Yes, sir. It's just a little brain lapse on the side of your boy Zip. Either way, we're in here. 1 round apiece here in game number 1 for these guys. They are definitely playing it slow. You got Iron Knit. He has the corner. He has everything he wants right now, but he's not really being too aggressive. Finally turned it up a notch. Drive impact. Call slipping.
This one is going to be pretty scary for JP, right? Because Iron Knit does have level 2. And once he's really getting the momentum going, oh my god, don't burn yourself out. Oh, I love that. That was it. That was like the ball game. You would have been able to build level 1 and do max combo. It's over. My man is platforming. He's playing Super Mario World.
Super Mario World, Sonic, Bubsy, any of that. He's doing all of it.
Bumps in 3D.
Level 2, it did get a touch jump over there. Got the punish counter grab. Nice parries. Oh, drive reversal to burn yourself out. Not too mad at it, but what does he do at this point? Random eagle spike. Spike, do it. No!
Even in burnout, that is still minus enough to get punished. That is unfortunate.
I mean, yeah, right. He decided to slide right. I feel like at the max range where you know JP's comfortable to throw something, that's why I was calling for the eagle spike. The run up is then eliminated that, but the run up overhead, driver's overhead definitely got him cooking.
Oh,
amnesia.
It don't matter how safe it is. The old man forgot, but nice pressure string through the amnesia bubbles. That was really good from Ironnet.
Yes, sir. Ooh, he's got the lockdown. He's doing his thing. Got a little touch there, a little bit of damage. Another amnesia. Back throw this time. We saw the
It's a strike first before it's a
last
projectile.
time for Ironnet after he got amnesia. He jabbed afterwards, but this time he yoked up.
Uh-oh. This is not the so good for Simply Eagle. Gets shimmy. Nice hit confirm into the eagle spike.
I like it.
Dude, that's like the Tenko hit confirm on steroids. That is like, if you're wrong, just delete Street Fighter 6 from your computer.
Bro, for sure. I don't know, bro. I tried to play this character. He is way more execution heavy than I thought. Like to know what you're supposed to do off of certain touches, it's a very difficult character to play.
That is one of the big benefits of Rashid, though, is that you saw off that perfect parry. He was pretty decently far away, but just getting stand heavy punch into Eagle is like, we're in the corner now. Like, no matter where you are, basically.
For sure. Lockdown. Ugh, perfect parry.
Oh, level 3 kill. Nice. Off the perfect petty.
Oh!
No, not like this. Not like this. Do not level 2. If you level 2, I'm going to cry. If you level 2, I'm going to alt F4.
I mean, level 2 is still cool. I'm not mad at it. Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
he's dead. No, I meant, yeah, no, Iron should have level 2. I was yelling at Simply Ego. I was begging him not to level 2. Okay, he's still got a grip of life here. Yeah, I think you put out the mid-screen level 2. I don't know what the hesitation here for.
It worked.
Okay. I don't want any judgment. I straight up did not know what that move was on whiff. I had no idea if Rashid was moving. I didn't know if he was going straight up in the air. I had no idea what was about to happen.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, he caught him, but I don't think he reacted to the projectile. I think he just let it rip. And
oh, he just went for it.
Hey,
dude.
Look, it worked out. So can't be mad at him. Punish counter grab here. Simply Ego. Command grab on the punish counter again. And there we go.
Nice
That's
jump.
a good jump out.
Uh-oh. The old man may have forgot, but I forgot what the old man remembered. You know what I'm saying? Gonna bring him over to the corner. And that's gonna be burnout. This is bad.
He definitely remembered that it's bad to be in the corner with burnout, so he jumped immediately.
A lot of drive reversals from Ironnet, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
He's finally
He's burned
utilizing
himself out
the
for the DI. Are you dead? No.
Ooh, this is actually really bad.
Dude, shades of when the Rashid first dropped and level 2 was bugged.
Right. The unstoppable tool, the checkmate from mid-game.
I can't believe that stand heavy kick hit him from that far. That looked like it hit super meaty.
Yes, it did. Drive reversal, you said it, man. He's definitely letting those rip. A lot of parries there. Another one right after the amnesias are gone. Ding, ding.
Y'all want this to cost half a bar.
Nah, man. You can't let it cost half a bar. You can't do that. It is going to be a wake-up tool, but not half a bar. That's crazy.
Nice
Big
reactions,
ass.
yeah. Ego's been very good with the DI backs.
Mm-hmm. The re-DIs have definitely been on point. He's trying to zone through the tornado. Can't do it. The spike definitely saved him a little bit there.
No matter what, throughout all that, I mean, still going to strip so much drive gauge out of Simply Ego, let his own drive gauge recover so much. Like, that was still a great level 2, and it didn't even hit him.
Yeah. It did its job. It wasn't the best, but it did its job. Whiffed on the drive impact. Full punish. Burnt out JP. Simply Ego. Perfect parried. What's the play? Did he spin? He reacted. Actually, no. He was mashing it. He was mashing it. I don't know why I said reacted, but either way, Simply Ego stepping over the competition. moving.
That was so
into
funny.
The next round, yes, sir.
Dude, could you imagine in person what you would have been hearing sitting next to Simply Ego if they're playing on like Hitbox, just hearing the entire time you're hitting them, and you're like, golly gee, I wonder.
I wonder what you're doing.
Oh, boy. So Iron Knit there is going to be taking the L. Good job, though, to Iron Knit. You are going to be able to get yourself a wonderful little prize for yourself for your placement in tonight's tournament. Make sure if you place in that big top 6 that you are sticking around after the bracket. The TOs are going to be messaging everybody, getting all the prizes sorted out. I am sorry, Iron Knit. I know you did die, but on the other hand, have you considered that it is funny, if that makes sense? No, I'm just kidding. I hope you had a good time playing tonight, Iron Knit. I hope everybody's had a lot of fun with the ladder format. I think ladder can still be so much fun just for playing as many games as possible. And I think we're checking in with the old Desnier to see if they've are you finished with those errands? We're gonna have to find out. Also, Jewel Man, I saw in that chat. Did you use the Mega Man emote, you chuny?
Are you finished
guy?
with those errands? That's a reference.
That's a SpongeBob reference.
That's what I thought. Okay. I had to make sure I was on point there. I had to make
I'm
sure.
sorry. I said that so long ago in my nonsense tirade of how many words I've said in the last 5 seconds that I didn't know what the hell you're talking about for a second. It's the episode where SpongeBob is... we're just trying to wrangle Desnier here. That's from the episode where... oh my god, wait. What episode is it? I just know
that's what I'm saying. I can't remember it.
Squidward is in charge of the Krusty Krabs, and he leaves SpongeBob in charge because he wants to take the day off. So he goes back, but then Squidward keeps having a mental breakdown over SpongeBob burning the Krusty Krab down. And then every time he comes back, SpongeBob is like, "You finished with those errands?" It's that episode. I was confusing it with the episode where they go on strike. It's not that one.
Yeah, because there's the part of that episode where it's echoing to him. And it's like, "You finished with those errands? You finished with those errands?" It keeps on that. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I'm a SpongeBobian.
I've been known to. Seasons 1 through 3 is where I hang out. Season 4, you lost me a little bit. Season 9, I don't know where I am anymore. I'd like to go back home. Thank you very much. At some point, SpongeBob turned into body horror, and I really don't know why. And I'm not joking. If you watch any modern SpongeBob, it's just like a 14-minute episode of Squidward falling into a bear trap face first, and you're just like, this is what's happening, I guess. It's very weird. It's SpongeBob was really not like that before the movie.
He's not even the same character anymore. SpongeBob is not the same guy anymore. And Squidward is way more accentuated on what his personality was. But I did want to get back and talk about these prizes a little bit, guys. So for the prizes, guys, he told you, remember, stick around afterwards to get your prize. But also... to make sure that we keep getting these prizes and getting even more prizes, y'all, you need to take your prize and blast it out on your social medias. Let people know that you received them. So once you get it in, take a little picture with it. Show everybody you got your prize. Hold it up like a trophy. You know what I mean? And then when you keep coming back here for these LANFest tournaments, you'll be able to get even more stuff because we'll get more eyes and more prizes.
And this also just in. Very good shout there, Zip. Desnier not responding. We may be looking at, and I hate to say it, the bogeyman word for us tournament players. A DQ, and I'm not talking about the ice cream. He may be falling through the poop chute. He may be out of here. Desnier not responding. We may be looking at a moving on here. That's what you like about Texas. What do you mean that's what you like about Texas? What the hell are you talking about, Jewel Man? You're in your own little world.
DQ has good burgers. But
that's
DQ...
a Dairy Queen jingle in Texas? Wait, what is?
Huh? What?
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, you didn't know that? I always wonder that, right? No, Dairy Queen commercials here, they go, DQ. That's what I like about Texas.
That's a thing?
That's our commercials over here, bro.
That is crazy. I had no idea that I'd go down to Texas and they'd be like, hey, I'll go a little bit there. Get yourself some DQ. You're just fine. I didn't know it was like a state pride thing. It's funny. I just passed by a DQ. Every Dairy Queen in Jersey is somehow located on the armpit of a parkway. Like, they're all individually located on a major road, and then they just like took all the curb off, and there's just a Dairy Queen there. So you just like pull in like anarchy, and it's just like right in there. It's so weird. I've never been to a Dairy Queen. I've literally never been to one.
Wait, you never? Okay, so first off, I'm not gonna gas Dairy Queen like it's the greatest thing ever. But if you're looking for you know what? I'm lying again. So I'm not even gonna do that. You know what? Go back in time, Solid Bones. Go back.
I'm going.
Go back.
Where am I going to?
About 2005 through 10. Or if you want to, you can go to the 90s if you want to. That was probably the best era for it. But you go back then, you go to Dairy Queen. It was very good priced food, and the burgers they're good. They're good, solid burgers, and the ice cream, the shakes and stuff, very good. I was about to lie and say it was good money for the good food for the money, but nowadays it's insanely expensive. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, that's like the weird power creep that's happened, is that a lot of those like low range, like Taco Bell kept up. Taco Bell is still a lot of tacos for your money. Like if you're a Taco Bell enjoyer, you can still get a lot of tacos for what you're doing there. But like a lot of other places have like not kept up in like the fast food power creep in terms of like what people are willing to throw down for like something that's just kind of cheap and easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we may be looking at Simply Ego versus Jewel Man and Grands. I hope you're all forgiving us here for just shooting the shit, as you say, as we're just kind of waiting to see if Desnier does come back or not. Waiting to see if we just hop over to Grand Finals and just treat it as an old Dairy Queen. It's funny, I just passed a Dairy Queen yesterday. That's why I had it on the dome. But like, there's like one near me. But like, dude, in terms of ice cream, I have so many like. I can just walk into a random store where the oldest man I've ever seen in my life is like, I've owned this store for 598 years. What kind of ice cream do you want? I made it myself. And like, I'd rather go to that guy. You know? He probably knows what he's doing.
Nah, you spitting. I can't front on that. I can't front on that. When you're going for ice cream, there's no chain we already know that. There's no chain that's going to meet a mom and pop shop in anything. That's just how it works. All right, so you're right. You're right. I feel you.
Absolutely not. You know, it's funny. I was just again, while we're just sitting here chilling, I was just talking about like stores and things growing up. It's funny how like to me, like when I was growing up, I always go to Toys R Us, which obviously is mostly dead now. It's kind of in a weird zombified state where there's still occasionally a Toys R Us, but it is mostly dead.
Wait, I thought it was actually fully dead. There's actually still Toys R Us left?
There's still some, yeah. There's one in the American Dream Mall here. It's the same thing as like Radio Shacks. You can still find wild Radio Shacks because they're just cut off from the main chain. You know what I mean? Like they don't have like the main dudes running like their ish for them, but they're still allowed to like exist as like a separate entity.
Wait. Interjection.
What?
Circuit City?
I don't know if you can find a Circuit City. I know I've seen a Radio Shack. But
the
I
thought
Circuit
those were
City
dead.
near me. No, there's a Sears near me. A straight up Sears. Half the store was it was so funny. I went in there because I was actually looking for something for my coffee maker. And I was like, this is a crapshoot, but there's a Sears right next to me. I'm just gonna see if they have it. I walk in there, keep in mind, Sears is also defunct. Like there's no central Sears headquarters anymore.
Okay.
And I go in there, straight up, half this store is off. The lights are off. Like the other half is on and they are open. But half the store is the darkness. And there's just nothing over there. And it was so funny. I was like, I see you're operating at half capacity. Like literally. Like,
that's crazy.
There's Toys R Us in Korea. Yeah, there's a Toys R Us in New Jersey at the American Dream Mall. I was in there. But what's funny is the charm of it has kind of gone to me a little bit because I remember going to Toys R Us as a kid, specifically because they had so many video game things. And they're not like that anymore. They did go hard into toys for the ones that are remaining. And I feel like that exact charm of like buying video games when you're younger is a little bit worse nowadays just because everything is so digital. Like, even if you go to Target, like Target used to be a haven for buying video games and stuff. Like it was like half the dang store was just like video games off on the side, and now it's like so much smaller because it's all just like you're gonna probably buy the stuff online. I don't know why you're here. Anyway, again, this is just old man yells at Cloud while I'm waiting for the ultimate decision of whether or not we DQing Desnier. It looks like we may have to. Again, hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's having a good little.
Painful, man. Like thinking back to those days, I was watching you know, recently they've been having those videos where people are posting like old just recordings or news clips of Walmart or anything, Target, where they're showing people and they're shopping for games, and then there's the screen up there and there's the controller sticking out of the wall. You can test games out. Like,
I saw that actually though at a Best Buy. At Best Buy, they had. I was just at one recently. They had a little demo kiosk for Mario Kart 8. And I was like, that's great.
You
like,
know
you
what?
still
For
go
Nintendo
in there.
stuff, that's actually, I see that Nintendo stuff will still have those, right? But as a whole, like, it used to just be a thing. You would know when you went to the store, would be like, Mom, I'm going to the game section. And there would be like just games there. You could sit there and play like you're at the arcade while you waited for your mom to get done shopping. It's just dead.
You know what's so funny though? You know what one of my biggest here's a weird thing. Like everyone talks about like video game historicism and like trying to make sure we catalog ish. People are really bad at cataloging what games were like what games were price wise back in the day. Everybody does not remember this. This info was like not online, and it's one of those things where whenever I look at those old prices, I'm like, God bless my poor old mother. Like because I see Donkey Kong Country 2 going on sale for $80 in 1990 money, and I'm like, God damn!
It's
like,
crazy.
How could anybody do that?
I was literally just talking about that the other day. Like people talk about the prices of games now, like they were literally that expensive back then.
They were,
if not more. But
bracket update. Desnier has been disqualified. So sorry to Desnier. You're going to be taking third place, whether you like to or not. We're going to be moving straight into grand finals. It's going to be Jewel Man versus Simply Ego, representing the loser side of the bracket. He's going to have to reset the bracket in order to move on in. Thank you all for bearing with us as we figured out who would be DQ'd. I hope our jovial banter was relatively engaging for you all. I feel like that's the most bean counter way I possibly could have said that. Hope y'all are having a good one. How about that?
To be honest, that was just a short podcast. That was a short form podcast. That's what we just did. But now we're getting back into tournament form, and we're going to have our grand finals. Simply Ego, you know what I mean? Making it all the way up here versus the Julius Manis. Simply Ego, you know, I gave you high praise. I talked about you. You know, I talked about the fact that you show out in the other tournament that I be doing here and there. You know, brother, I'm rooting for you because this is probably one of your last hurrahs to fight against the real deal, Honda, in a grand finals.
Here we are, folks. Grand finals for LandFest FGC. Tell me who you want to win in the chat, if you don't mind. Jewel Man, Simply Ego.
Joel, okay, so you tell me this. Honda JP. What does this look like?
I mean, you're talking about the esportsiest guy in the game to ever do it versus, like, he's a hunk of beef. I don't know what you want from me. I think this is pretty blatantly a little rough for Honda. I don't think greatly so. Like, I think if you were to say, like, I think it's like 5.5 to 4.5, I think I'd believe you. But I think that's just more to do with the fact that, like, JP has a lot more situations he can put Honda in where it's like checkmate versus the vice versa, right? But you're seeing the other side of the matchup where that sure was a drop perfect parry and it did not switch blocks in time, which led to that nasty ground bounce, ton of damage, gets a sweep. Staying conscious, wanted to try to bait out the level 1, and that is going to be a huge punish. That little hesitation cost them, and I think Jewel Man's inclination to just do level 1s on Wake Up really pays off to kind of establish that. But EX Headbutt is going to get thrown there. Unfortunate.
Yoked up and thrown. Amnesia is here. We got Simply Ego trying to get something rocking after losing round number 1. He's in the neutral. What? I like it. He's able to get the re-DI pretty late. That was almost there, ready to touch. He got that off.
Oh no, he tried to sweep and went the wrong way. That's a DI punish on that. That's going to be a little bit rough here. I guess the ground bounce doesn't, or the wall bounce rather, does not even need to spend a single dollar redo. We are going down to the last round here. Both characters fully loaded.
That looked more like a JP round, right? Like, the first one looked like a Honda round. Honda always looks like he just catches you slipping. The whole game, everything he does, he just catches you off guard until he has full pressure. And you know, but this is how it looks like it's supposed to be. So it looks like it should be difficult for Honda to really get going. We do have,
but like,
what you got?
The threats Honda has to establish, right? It's stuff like doing EX headbutt when he's minus, and it's things like doing level 1 on wake up, both of which are very bad if you call them out. Meanwhile, JP's pressure is mostly safe, and you're kind of just guessing to get owned less, if that makes sense. And I think that's why this tends to go in JP's favor more than anything else. And this is a huge tempo play here, because this is going to burn out Jewel Man, and then they're going to either have to just do like a wake up level 1 for dear life. Yeah.
One of the best burnout characters to do it, JP. It's scary to get in that type of situation. Simply Ego on the lower side of the bracket gets the first game. Gonna have to reset to try to win this tournament. Right now, looking really good. Back throw off the perfect parry.
Yep, perfect parry. Nice punish.
Very good. Utilizing the stanky leg a little bit there. He's doing a little bit of light headbutts here. I like it. He's ripping some more of the special moves to mix up the offense a little bit. Make Simply Ego a little less comfortable in the matchup. Neutral jump into another neutral jump and perfect parry. I like it, right? He wasn't going to be able to get a full punish. He was in the grab was technical, so he went for another jump. DI into DI. He's good. Simply Ego goes for the command grab.
That's brazy, dude. I can't believe you went for that.
I don't know, Chief. But either way, we have zonage set up. Drive rush underneath the sumo slam, and that's a level 1 to get it done. And
gonna learn well, my son.
Here. Yeah, he's looking really good. So, I mean, it's looking like, which we both already thought. I just wanted to confirm with you how you felt. It's looking like JP definitely controls this matchup. It's not like he just steamrolls it, but he's definitely doing it exactly what he needs to do right now. Very solid damage from Jewel Man.
And I need to be clear, Honda is not like incapable of winning this, not by a single gosh darn stretch, and especially Jewel Man is not incapable of winning this, not by a single gosh darn stretch. As I'm saying that, beta DOD amnesia, but I just think that Jewel Man really needs to be on his ish in order to consistently guess correctly enough. And there, succeeding at the WarioWare minigame, and that's really what makes E-Honda stonks start to go down when you're fighting stronger opponents, right? Once they're consistently perfect parrying like your butt slams and your headbutts, it just makes them such weaker tools.
Exactly. The mechanics of the game fight back against Honda, but definitely in the corner, having to fight back is Simply Ego. He is whittling away at the drive meter, but the health deficit, man, especially back to the wall right now. Ooh, what a tech. Jewel Man looking to sneak this one away.
Go. Crouching heavy punch straight on it. And it's unfortunately not. Oh, the dash up! Beef on the big boy himself, Jewel Man. I gotta say, this guy is kind of, he walks into traffic and he's hoping he can stare down the trucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, before they kind of become a problem. They are really, no matter what happens, they got that dog in them.
He for sure snuck that one away. He snuck up with that command grab. It was so clean, man. Oh, yeah.
New Jersey Fierce there is going to get perfect parried. That is one of the only real ways to consistently blow it up, especially for a character like JP, whose anti-air is a lot weaker nowadays.
I utilized that on a cast not too long ago, New Jersey Fierce. I had never heard that until talking to you, man, and I love it.
We're closing the brainworms to spread. These wake-up perfect parries have actually been really devastating for Jewel Man. I'm wondering, and you can see there, even if he fails the minigame and doesn't get the perfect parry, he still parries it, right? It's a pretty low-risk operation, and that is a great counter poke buffered into the drive rush. Ouchie.
Yeah, it's definitely low risk to go ahead and go for the parry on the sumo slam, which hurts the tool in its own right, and which I don't understand why they nerfed it. If that ends up going through for the next season, I don't think that should have been taken away from this character, but you can still make it work. Sumo slam aid by the crouch heavy, which is actually crazy after the nerfs on that.
I'm shocked. That's a Interesting level 3, right? Because it's not really going to put him in like a checkmate situation, but I think it's more speaking to how in control Simply Ego feels right now. It just wants to lock him down in the corner. Does not get the perfect parry. Yeah, and so now you're in a weird spot. Jewel Man is going to be able to recover a lot of drive gauge here, and you're really forced to be on the defensive foot. Great poke.
When you talked about it not being a checkmate situation, Jewel Man's decision to do Sumo Slam, it got him out of the corner. That was the perfect play, and that is a perfect parry. Punish, counter, grab. Still not enough because of the scaling, but it's almost time.
Oh, straight back at him. Dude, I don't want a backseat game here. I don't want a backseat game. I really want to see Jewel Man just empty jump and do EX command grab because this guy is perfect parrying like every jump in.
He's
gotta put the fear god in him.
In. Yeah, you're right. And on the meaties too, you said the wake up perfect parries too. You just start command grabbing a lot more on your meaties, just to get it out of his head that parry is the best option.
Nice, there we go.
Jump. Yes.
That empty jump in.
Stomp
wow.
into the Jokic. Yes, sir.
That was good pressure.
That's very good.
It's like rare footage of a Honda actually completing the overhead.
Definitely, they always carry it. They never let it rock. Oh my goodness. Okay, so corner here, Jewel Man going for those toes a couple times. The command grab not going to work out for Simply Ego. Touching, trying to get something to go here. He cannot crack the wall that is Simply Ego. Yeah, his perfect parries are money.
Gross.
Actually
disgusting.
Crazy.
Knock it off. When I said do more command grabs, I didn't mean you. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually biased.
What we got? Okay, pulling up on this block. Trying to find something. You just can't open them up. Perfect parry again. Hard knockdown into the EX command grab.
I kind of forgot that Simply Ego's kind of nasty with it. I see at least one S-tier gamer in the chat representing, cheering on the homie. Simply Ego. Always representing. Oh, he burned out. He burned out. He thought he was going to be able to drive rush into DI there, but it did not have the meter anymore. He could have level 1, but I mean, hindsight 2020, I think he just assumed he would have it. Oh my God. No shot. No shot. Do you kill? Do you kill?
I don't think so. If he does, I'll be super surprised. Yes, CA. Yeah, he kills. He kills.
Oh my God, you're dead.
Oh my goodness. Yo, yo, yo.
Jewel Man Gaming.
What a clutch. What a clutch. Oh my goodness.
That is so funny. Jewel Man, again, the man will not scare. It is now tied up 2-2.
One more game for Jewel Man to take the tournament. One more for Simply Ego.
Did you see that empty jump throw right after the previous empty jump? This man is totally like, stop parrying, I swear to God.
You know, sometimes you just got to make him stop it. He's shim-shamming now because you know the parries keep coming out. He got a punish counter to solid damage. Chopping him down, palming him up. Ooh, and there it is.
Get back.
This has been a lot of the damage that we've been seeing from Simply Ego or the situations that he's been setting up. Wake up, yes.
Here comes the pain, dude. Just a little bit of life here, and I mean, even if you start pressuring here, he's not committing to spike because he's scared of just random headbutts, like, because it will just kill him instantly. So you saw the hesitation there. He was like, wait, what do I actually do? Great anti-air there with the EX butt slam. Jewel Man is now 1 round away from taking this for the Honda boys back home.
Yeah, if you would have told me back in game number 1 that we'd be in this situation, I really was in a mindset where I thought Simply Ego was going to reset this for sure. Man, it's getting scary for him out here. Walked up, beautiful tag. The AA's good. We're gonna get a sumo slam headbutt? Yeah.
Ow.
Get them shins off you. Come here.
Oh,
Perfect
right
parry.
back at you, little girl. That was a great. I don't know why I said that. That was a great, perfect parry. Jewel Man showing they also know Slout.
Jewel Man.
Ow.
You gonna spend your level 3 right here? Yes.
Yeah, I don't think this will kill though.
No
I
way.
think he's gonna be alive by a pixel. If I'm wrong, that's so funny.
There's no way this kills. Not even.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
like a pixel.
Oh!
Did you just walk up into the stackiest stacky leg I've ever seen in my whole life to kill Simply Ego? That is so darn funny. GG's to the both of you. Huge shout out to Simply Ego, and huge shout out to Jewelman taking a W. I don't know if Jewelman has won a LANFest FGC tournament in the past. I don't.
You got me curious.
Yes.
I don't. You know what? I'll say this. I know he has not won one that we have casted together. I have not.
Could be.
So right. So there's been a few that I missed. I know I haven't witnessed one. So I won't say that he hasn't, but I haven't seen one. But shout out to you, Jewel Man. I've been casting you for a very long time at this point. Congrats.
Always a bridesmaid, brother. That dress is looking real white right now because you are bride, girl. Congratulations. You have won LANFest FGC. Also, big shout outs to Simply Ego again. I did not realize at the end there, meant to do level 2. You just got Wake Up Portal. That is so unfortunate. Do you want to remind everybody, if you are in the big top 6 for tonight's bracket, make sure you stick around after in order to answer the TOs when they're asking what folks want for prizing and sending them all out. They're going to be there to collect your addresses. And otherwise, anything else we got to make sure we say here's it?
Yeah, that's it. Just make sure you're in that Discord and claim your prize. You don't want to miss out on that, and you want to make sure these guys get done with their night. And also with that, make sure that you take a picture when you receive your prize and put it onto your social media so we can continue to get more sponsors here at LANFest FGC, so we can give you guys more and we can get more for the whole community here. But with that being said, I'm done. I don't have nothing else. I'm Zipmaster Flex. You see what's down there. It's your boy. Follow me. Check out the stuff I be doing out here. And Solid Bones be doing more stuff than your boy. Wait. Oh, my fault. Solid Bones be doing more stuff than your boy. Follow him. And you know what I'm saying? You can get some good content between the both of us. But with that being said,
Heck yeah.
We're done here. Jump in that Discord for your top 6. We'll holler at y'all next time.
There's 2 at the door, 1 window.
Okay, flashing. Got the one at the window.
All right, got the 2 at the door, running through in 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Nice! Let's go!
Ooh, dancing in
Everybody,
the moonlight.
Don't let latency ruin a good moment. Dancing in the moonlight. Sonics, the low latency voice chat gamers deserve.
Welcome to a world where you are not constrained by time nor space, not forced to play by the rules. Things are different. You have the speed to be anywhere or everywhere, the power to create worlds at a whim, the presence to capture the attention of masses with a single post. You will discover the curious, the enthralling, the strange, the wonderful, and find no boundaries save for those set by your own imagination. Get unrivaled performance for everything you do with the fastest chip we've ever built, the 13th gen Intel Core processors. Welcome to a world that you define. How wonderful is that?
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. FlanFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LandFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals,